stage is set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. On the return, here is Ainias Smith. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback, it's Jalen Hurts.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. And if he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Once again, it's Barkley. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the Commander's 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
I know, I'm biased, but listen. You can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw is Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think 2 things were at play. Number 1, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his 2nd, 3rd check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on third down, Daniel. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wishnowsky, to punt. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Barkley. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll pitch it to Barkley. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Elliott now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles will extend their 1st quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the option, here's Robinson. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They didn't take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. Third and short, and it's Daniels. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's Mitch Wisnowski now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good. Eagles, first down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Johnny Newton there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Hurts to throw. A throw on the move is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Hurts going to hold on to this one. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he will get into the end zone. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll be third down. Now Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. Daniels gonna throw again. That'll be taken in by Moore. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a designed run. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. Daniels now going to look to throw. He'll get this one out to his fullback.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. On second down, it's Daniels. That's into the hands of Moore. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing is Daniels. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And he's into the end zone. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Next to score, Eagles 21, Commanders 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught. It's Will Shipley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. A pass caught by Saquon. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, And that's exactly what he did here.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got his man Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Again, Hurts. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Hurts will try it again. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. A pistol snap back to Hurts. He'll take it. He is in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coach is Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Stephon Diggs, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And then finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the LA Rams and the Detroit Lions. We just watched a fine first half out of the mobile quarterback, that's Jalen Hurts. He threw 2 touchdown passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a... thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the zone read, Daniel's going to hang on to it. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
I love the timing between the receiver and the quarterback. It's a really nice route. He's going to take this up the field, and then when he pulls that string back and he comes out of his break, the ball is there immediately. You can't wait for the receiver to actually look. This ball is well in the air before that receiver comes out of his cut.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing now, Daniel. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. We'll take you back to earlier and some highlights in this one. He had success throwing it, but also success running it, including that rushing touchdown. He has been the unquestioned leader of this offense on the field today. Hurts looking to throw on 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll bring this across midfield as this drive is taking shape. A gain of 7 on that one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
63. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they'll get about half of what they needed It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the right side here, pass is caught, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Hurts going to call his own number, and he will do it himself. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Eagles offense ready for this next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Second and 7. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll take this up, working towards the first down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the first down. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. Throwing on second down, Daniels. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And it's looking like 4-0 might be in the cards. Looking to finish off a perfect September as they're going to start this drive. 1st and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was headed down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Big strides. Look at him go. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They extend the lead, and it looks like they're going to extend the terrific start to this season. Greg, they are just a few minutes away from a 4-0 beginning.
Even since adding that 17th game to the schedule, so many coaches across the league, Mike, they still refer to the season as quarters. So they talk about, all right, let's focus going into the year on winning quarter number 1. And I'll tell you what, at 4-0, it doesn't get much better than that.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. That's McLaurin open on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On first down, Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On second down, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is third and 10.
No gain on the play. It's third and 10.
They'll run. It's Barkley.
Saquon Barkley in the ball carrier. Marshawn Lattimore on the tackle. A gain of...
So it's a win here for the Eagles. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.